Welcome back to TPS. For football fans, it's always so much fun to debate which players will and won't get into the Hall of Fame. Every team has at least one player who stands a decent chance of earning a call to the Hall when their career is over. Here's a look at the most likely Hall of Famer on every NFL team's current roster. At TPS, we post videos every single day, so don't forget to click the subscribe button to subscribe. Then click the notification bell to be notified when we post a new video. Arizona Cardinals Larry Fitzgerald. If you ask us, Tom Brady and Drew Brees are the only active NFLers who are bigger Hall of Fame locks than Larry Fitzgerald. No need to ramble on here, only Jerry Rice is ahead of him in career receptions and receiving yards. That's elite company. Enjoy your call to the Hall in your first year of eligibility, Fitz. Atlanta Falcons Julio Jones. Matt Ryan has a strong case, but Julio has a slam dunk case. That's why we went with the all-pro wideout over the stud quarterback here. Jones is unquestionably the best wide receiver of his generation. The stats speak for themselves. He boasts the ideal combination of size, speed, strength, hands, and athleticism. Second best receiver of all time, you can make a case. Baltimore Ravens Lamar Jackson. Marshall Yanda is retired. Earl Thomas is gone. With those two surefire Hall of Famers no longer in Baltimore, we'll take our chances and assume that Jackson gets enshrined. There is a long way to go, no doubt. Not every MVP winning quarterback ends up in the Hall of Fame, but it's hard to think that another current Raven has a better chance of getting into the Hall than Jackson right now. Buffalo Bills Tre'Davious White. The Bills are a young team full of up-and-coming talent, but they lack veteran Pro Bowlers on the roster, so we really have to play the guessing game here. With that being said, why not go with all-pro corner Tre'Davious White? White has made a strong case as the NFL's best corner. He's a perfect fit in Sean McDermott's defense, and that unit will be built around his skill set for many years to come. Carolina Panthers Christian McCaffrey. This is a tough one. Most of today's running backs fail to display the necessary longevity to justify Hall of Fame consideration. That's what makes Adrian Peterson and Frank Gore so special. But Run CMC has been nothing short of amazing since entering the league in 2017. He's one of 3 running backs in the historic 1,000 club. If he can retain this level of high play for another 5 or so years, McCaffrey will have a strong Hall of Fame case. Bears Khalil Mack. Mack is one of the elite pass rushers of the 21st century. The sack numbers are tremendous. Individual accolades are there, like his 2016 Defensive Player of the Year award. If he retired right now, Canton would still have to consider him. Bengals AJ Green. The stats and longevity are there. Even though injuries wiped out Green's entire 2019 season, the dude has done more than enough to earn his call to the Hall. He's posted 1,000 yards in 6 of his first 8 seasons, and it would have been 8 of 8 if it weren't for injuries. Browns Odell Beckham Jr. Tough call between Myles Garrett and OBJ, but the latter has been around longer and has accomplished more. Right now, it's hard to envision Beckham not getting into Canton, seeing that he's been a top 5 receiver for large stretches of his career. The good folks at Canton will surely keep in mind that Beckham hasn't played with an elite quarterback either. That's what makes all those 90-catch and 1,000-yard seasons so special. Cowboys Ezekiel Elliott. There are so many options here. Dak Prescott, Teron Smith, Amari Cooper, and Zach Martin all earned consideration, but it's hard to bet against Zeke, who already has 2 rushing titles on his resume. Blessed with a grade A offensive line, there's no reason to believe that Elliott won't age well compared to most other star running backs. His consistency and extreme level of dominance are definitely Canton-worthy. And if he leads Dallas to a Super Bowl or 2, yep, that case will be a slam dunk. Broncos Von Miller. If he retired right now, Miller would still be a first-ballot Hall of Famer. The ridiculous sack numbers, the Pro Bowl and All-Pro selections, and to top it all off, a Super Bowl 50 MVP. Not much more to say, he's in. Detroit Lions Adrian Peterson. Here's an easy one for you. He's the best running back of the 21st century. The 2012 MVP and Offensive Player of the Year, has 7 Pro Bowl selections and 3 rushing titles on his resume. And he's in the top 5 all-time for career rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. AP may no longer be the force he once was, but he's still kicking around. And on his new team, he's easily the best lock for the Hall of Fame honors. Green Bay Packers Aaron Rodgers. This one's easy. A 2-time MVP winner and Super Bowl 45 MVP. He's a top 3 quarterback of his era. For the first half of the 2010s, he was the most dominant player in football. Rodgers succeeded a Hall of Famer in Brett Favre, and when he retires, number 12 will also get the call in his first year of eligibility. Houston Texans J.J. Watt. Don't let his recent injury history deceive you. Watt is getting in no matter what. The sack numbers, along with his 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards, tell you all you need to know. He could retire right now, and Watt would still get in his first year of eligibility. Colts Philip Rivers. He's an interesting case, but we think Rivers will ultimately earn the invitation. He's top 6 all-time in passing yards and passing touchdowns. He's got all those Pro Bowl honors. He turned the Chargers into a relevant team following years of misery. Let's just hope the Colts can make the most of Rivers' final NFL seasons. He deserves it. Jaguars Josh Allen. Go back to the start of the 2019 season, you could have placed Calais Campbell, Yannick Ngakoue, or Jalen Ramsey here. All of them are gone now, so we got to go with young pass rushing phenom Josh Allen. The number 6 pick from the 2019 draft had 10.5 sacks in his rookie season, earning Pro Bowl honors. We see a very bright future for this kid. Hall of Fame, way too early to tell, but he certainly has a better chance than the rest of the Jaguars players. Chiefs Patrick Mahomes. The best quarterback in the game, the best player in football right now. You can never make predictions this early, but Mahomes seems like an easy lock. Vegas Raiders, Jason Witten. Thanks to his remarkable career with the Cowboys, Witten is an absolute lock. One of the most decorated tight ends in history, has a whopping 11 Pro Bowl selections. We know John Gruden didn't sign Witten for the sake of saying he has a future Hall of Famer on his roster, but it's still fun to have one, eh, Coach? Chargers, Joey Bosa. Philip Rivers is gone, so we move down the line. Next up is superstar pass rusher Joey Bosa. Number 3 overall selection from the 2016 draft has come exactly as advertised. He and brother Nick could go down as the greatest pair of defensive siblings in NFL history. Keep this elite production going, Joey, and you'll have a golden jacket awaiting. Los Angeles Rams Aaron Donald. Donald has quickly established himself as the best player in the game, as evidenced by his annual Pro Bowl nods and 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Not to mention he had 20.5 sacks alone in the 2018 season. Donald is the most dominant defensive player since Lawrence Taylor. It's practically impossible to imagine how he wouldn't get into Canton at this point. Miami Dolphins Tua Tagovailoa. The Dolphins have rebuilt their roster from top to bottom. No likely Hall of Famers on the roster right now, but we're extremely high on quarterback Tua. The number 5 pick of the 2020 draft has future superstar written all over him. If he comes as advertised, he will be a Hall of Famer. It's that simple. Vikings Harrison Smith. Smith might go down as the best safety of the 2010s, having earned 5 Pro Bowl nods plus a 2017 future Hall of Fame All-Pro selection. Smith might go down as the best safety of the 2010s, having earned 5 Pro Bowl nods plus a 2017 first-team All-Pro selection. These Vikings have plenty of guys who should make a case for Canton, but Smith seems like the best bet. New England Patriots Cam Newton. Tom Brady is gone now. Julian Edelman isn't getting in. Stephon Gilmore needs several more productive seasons just to earn consideration. That leaves us with former Panthers star and 2015 MVP Cam Newton, whom the Patriots signed 3 months before the start of the 2020 season. If he retired now, it would be a tough call. But if Bill Belichick helps Cam revive his career, and who's to doubt him, then the dual threat star should get in. We'd say it's a 60 to 70% chance right now. New Orleans Saints Drew Brees. Here's a man who's as big of a lock as it gets. The perennial Pro Bowler will finish no lower than second all-time in career passing yards and passing touchdowns. His Super Bowl 44 MVP sealed his Hall of Fame case a long time ago. Giants SAQUON Barkley. The rebuilding Giants don't have any veterans with a realistic chance of getting in, so we're going with flashy running back SAQUON Barkley. He's more than lived up his expectations as the next great NFL running back, but as is the case with all running backs, health, longevity, and individual accolades will be key here. He's got a long way to go, but no Giants player has a better chance right now than him. New York Jets Frank Gore. Once the Jets signed Gore in 2020 free agency, they officially landed a future Hall of Famer. Congrats to them, because nobody else on this roster has any chance, at least not now. We're tired of the Frank Gore Hall of Fame debate. He's third all-time in rushing, for crying out loud. This is an easy decision. See you in Canton. Philadelphia Eagles Jason Peters. Plenty of Eagles are making a case for themselves, but 9-time Pro Bowl offensive guard Jason Peters has the best case of all. Peters, who helped Philly to win a Super Bowl 52 championship, also has 2 first-team All-Pro and 4 second-team All-Pro selections on his resume. From undrafted to Super Bowl champion to Canton, he's been quite the feel-good football story. The Steelers' Ben Roethlisberger. Hard for any 2-time Super Bowl winning QB to not get in. Roethlisberger also has the Hall of Fame stats. the many Pro Bowl selections, and the individual accolades, such as the 2014 and 2018 passing yards titles. There's zero chance that he doesn't get inducted. 49ers Richard Sherman. Arguably the best corner of his era, Sherman all but cemented his case following a grade A bounce-back season with the 49ers. Sherman has played in 3 Super Bowls, winning it all with Seattle in the 2013 season. Love him or hate him, the all-pro corner is getting in, no question. Seattle Seahawks Russell Wilson. Let's just say that linebacker Bobby Wagner is also a slam dunk to get in, but it's just Russell Wilson is a slightly bigger guarantee at this point. You know how the whole quarterback bias thing works in regards to awards and Hall of Fame voting? Wilson, like a fine wine, just seems to get better with age. The stats and Super Bowl 48 ring are enough. Anything else he does is just gravy on his surefire Hall of Fame case. Buccaneers Tom Brady. Oh, hello, another easy decision. He's only the most accomplished player in NFL history, with 6 Pro Bowls and 3 MVP awards. Yep, that'll get you in. The easiest Hall of Fame induction call in NFL history, wouldn't you say? Tennessee Titans Derrick Henry. The Titans' veteran players aren't anywhere close to the Hall of Fame consideration, but 2019 rushing champion Derrick Henry certainly has a chance. The main question is if the 2019 playoff hero can sustain this high level of play for another 4 or so years. Longevity isn't the deciding factor for a running back to get into the Hall, but Henry is only one of many top-tier running backs in this era. He'll need more than a few 1,000-yard seasons to get in. At any rate, he's ahead of his Titans teammates in the race to Canton. Washington football team Chase Young. With the likes of Trent Williams and Adrian Peterson gone, Washington certainly lacks veteran star power, but they have been building up their young talent, and leading the way is 2020 second overall draft pick Chase Young. Described by some as one of the most impressive pass rushing prospects in recent memory, it sure seems like Young is headed towards a Hall of Fame career. We'll take our chances and go with him here. Do you agree with our choices for every team's most likely Hall of Famer? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to do that. Hitting the subscribe button down there. If you like the video, then like the video. We'd really appreciate it. And until next time, tune in to TPS every single day for more cool videos. We'll see you.